That's red clover that we're combining on. There's your sunset, because I haven't got a sunset for a while. A real sunset. Becky says, I don't know what we're going to have for dinner. I didn't get anything out, so Panda Express it is. Haven't had that for quite a while.
How far out
There's
do you
your
want to
sunset
come?
through the trees. And I gotta love these idiots. I'd show you, maybe you already saw, that out over the frickin' fog line in an intersection. Idiots.
In a fucking new car.
Well, you saw our beautiful sunset last night. Good dinner, by the way. I don't know what happened. I slept in this morning. It's 5:30. There's good color that way too. And last few days they've given us a 5% chance of rain for tomorrow, 0 for today. And I checked my phone when I went to bed last night, and we have 1% chance today, 1% chance tomorrow, and 1% chance on Tuesday. It smells like rain out here. Everything's dry, but the smell of rain is in the air. So I guess we will see. There, I told you it was nice that way. In this case, the camera is actually looking way better. Yeah, really a lot better, not necessarily way better than Mother Nature. My plan was to have the traveler moved and going at least a half an hour ago. Oh well. Anyway, we'll get that done. And I don't know, get a few other things done, get that unloaded just because it needs to get unloaded. And the next piece I was going to go cut. I should go look at another piece too, but the next one I was going to cut, I hate to disturb those people. I mean, just a courtesy. So anyway, I'm not sure why there's calves bellowing, but I was surprised last night when I went out and shut the irrigation off. I should have got video. Cows were all kind of coming out of the woodwork, shall we say. Literally. Every tree, every bush, it finally cooled off enough. They came out from behind everything. Oh yeah, and this morning, it's 60 degrees. Yesterday morning was 53. The morning before was 42, I believe. And the one before that was like 43. So yeah. And we're only supposed to be 85 today is what my phone said last night. Becky laughed. So we will see. Sapphire, what you think? Huh? Yeah. And we got Penelope. Yeah. A bunch of cows with a cow. Oh man, the sun moved. Oh, a cow got in the way. I stopped right here because the sun was coming perfectly through the trees. And she has been complaining all morning. No, wait a minute, that's a different one. I think that's the one that Ty calls Blakely. My first thought, I thought that was a 13 AJ, I think it is. It looks spitting image of her mother Leaping Lena, except she's got curly hair on her face. Eeyore, she's gonna come over. Oh, and the very next one, past Eeyore. Good morning, Ruby. Ignoring me. Anyway, threw that one down here again. Keep these girls fed. Yes, keep you fed. What? What? Are you gonna eat my bike? Huh? Are you gonna eat the bike? Or are you gonna knock the phone out of my hand? Yeah? Yeah? Oh, darling, look at the flies on you. Ugh. Ty and I've been talking about rooting them. but that requires her to be here and be ready to spray them when I feed, because that's the easiest thing to do. You get their heads in the feeder and spray over the top of them. Get a surprise. And yeah, the back rubbers are still damp. I mean, there's still something to them. What? You are silly. You are silly. Oh well. And we got a lot more clouds now than we did a little bit ago. Oh yeah, there's the other sprinkler too, in case you were wondering. I gotta go check speed on it, make sure it's going right. I'm hoping it's gonna be a 24-hour set where it's at. And that one, hopefully we'll catch it before it goes into the old creek bed. There's really, well, there's a little dew down here, but there's not much. And it's pretty dry coming through there, but I get just enough moisture on the tires. I had a hell of a time getting it out the other side. Hindsight, and oh God, I was so close to doing it. A couple years ago, not only was last year, I think it was the year before, Bar None Auction in Woodburn had some walking bridges. And I was like, well, which one do we want to try for? I mean, they looked great. One was like 4 feet wide, which would be wide enough. 4 foot wide, 40 feet long, I think it was. And the other was 5 or 6 foot wide and like 35 feet long. I'm thinking either one would work. And then we wouldn't have the issue getting through there with the traveler. But, you know, you got to put the winning bid on them. And we hemmed and hawed about bidding at all. And I don't remember if we actually bid or not, but either way, it went. Both of them went for. They didn't go that high. I mean, they weren't bad, but they were, you know, just a couple $100 more than the spending cash I had laying around at the time. So we didn't do it. And that, from here, kind of looks like that might be Hopi Dope. Anyway, hell, that's enough to cabin. I got things to do today. Who's here?
You come here?
Come visit us on a Sunday morning. Oh, that must be a birthday present. Good morning, Boog.
You're not complete yet.
Good morning, Blakely.
Say hi, Grandpa.
Say hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hey, everybody. You should have been here earlier. You could have been helping me. I just taking a break.
Where's my lovey? Hi.
Came in and Ty was painting a concrete strip. Focus. Doesn't know what to focus on. It'll focus on Blakely. Huh. Look at that. Not even a mark.
Well, she's got a little bit underneath the eye.
Yeah, a little bit of a black eye. Ended up hitting like the eyebrows or so. So, yeah, proof she's fine. We probably won't see her tomorrow.
Hey, Pooper.
But we'll have her Tuesday.
Dicky Butt. Oh, my little girls. Oh, I love your shoes.
Okay. Well, godly knows what it's going to do today. Now they're saying chances severe thunderstorms. But hey, we got everybody fed. I'm kind of wishing I'd have fed one less bale, because that stack would be done. And I moved those other long wet ones. They're right outside here. That way I can get a good piece of plastic to start the next row. So, yeah, it's in here. Need to get this thing cleaned out and put away. But Ty don't feel up to it, and I don't feel up to it. And anybody remember how nice and green that hay was when I baled it? It's still green inside, but it's right there. It's probably nice and green right underneath that. And probably right there too. Yeah, funny. When I was Ty's age, give or take, we made in the neighborhood of 250,000 small bales a year. Cheap frickin' stickers, go figure, coming off. And now, what I make, just over 200 or just under, I don't remember. But it's a weird year. So, anyway, I think I'm going to rattle Ty's cage. She's in helping Becky. And Brooke, Matt, and Blakely already went home. They went home right before I finished unloading the truck. They got things to do too. But they got another load of really old firewood out of the woodshed, which is kind of what we've been wanting them to get done. They still need a lot of firewood for winter. So anyway, we got that much in the barn. 10 years ago, by now, yeah, we were usually done by September 1st. 10 years ago, by now, that barn would be stuffed all the way to here, to the wall. And we'd have just enough room because we'd end up, the later stuff, you know, the awesome quality like we're getting now, would be stacked outside out here. And we'd have just enough room to get through here with tractors all the way across. And sometimes this barn over here, this high roof part, would be packed full. Plus the barn on the hill full of small bales. Plus the front barn full of small bales. Crazy how things change. Anyway, that's my thoughts for the moment. It's 10 o'clock. It feels like it's freaking 90 degrees out here because it's so sultry. And I'm going to go see what I can do to finish up the countertop stuff and get the trash masher put in. Be done with that. Well, there it is. I switched up the program a little bit from what I did over here yesterday. That's pinned to the floor with a 3/8 pin glued at the top. And then that molding piece keeps it where it is. This one is pinned with a 1/4-inch pin, glued at the top. Then, of course, I bumped it, glue failed. So, hopefully there's no nails coming through the top of the countertop. Shouldn't be. It, 1.25-inch nail on an angle. Screwed a 2x3 to the wall behind it. So it's nailed all the way down. And there's a 1x2 laid across the top. Nailed into the bottom of the countertop. Then the plywood nailed it. So, and yeah, I know, nails are still sticking out. But until the glue sets and figure out how to keep everything from moving, they're going to stay that way. They may just get cut off, who knows. And she'd been busy. She couldn't stand having the light switch. And I guess that one was fine. It was that one. And the one behind the door. So she had to paint them white.
Because he wouldn't change them. Bastard.
Well. And anybody wondering, with that thing sitting out here, right against the corner, I can barely fit in there to plug it in. And that's where it stopped going in. I kind of forgot. I think we can see it from here. Yeah, it's a piece of 2x screwed into the 2x that's behind this, and it only made it to the joint here. So then there's a piece of 1x nailed into it, supporting this part.
Get off there and go do your thing before it goes into the ditch.
I'm not worried about it this time.
You don't care?
I'm only flown it across her twice.
Okay.
She's talking about the little traveler.
Okay.
It got pulled out about 4 hours ago. It's good to cross there and make its way up to the reel.
I'm trying to help you.
Anyway, and if you stick the level on here, you'll go, oh my God, what the hell? Here to here is level. Here to here is sloped up a little bit. Here to here is actually sloped maybe a little bit more. That's why that is still sitting on there, and it's going to stay there for a while. Because the only thing anchoring it to the floor is it's sitting on a pin and glued. So, and trying to find the drain hose for that. The only way I can see that you can actually change the drain hose is you got to take the side panel off, and I got to take it out of there to take the side panel off, and that ain't happening. Because all you got out the back is just the hose, and it's got a plastic grommet around it. It makes it to, I think I showed it the other day. There it is. But we got to get into the plumbing for the sink. So I keep finding short extensions, but they're all 5/8, and that is 7/8. Some say they're 3/4. 3/4 would work, one way or the other. But that's 7/8, and that is 7/8. And I'm thinking that that's going to end up going in place of this piece. That's kind of the only place I can see to put it, which means I need a longer one for that side. But I can't do any of that until the sink is actually permanently positioned. So that was my day. I'm done. It's so freaking icky outside, it's not funny. Come in and take a rest. Oh yeah, you can tell what Becky's been doing. She's been making a disaster area. But that's what she did with her little refrigerator. And lucky. Kitty's in the corner by the stove. We won't let it fire for a little while. Unless we're going to become an Oriental restaurant of some kind. Yeah. Nowhere for me to sit. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you all had a great Sunday. I keep thinking I should go rake some hay and bale it, but the baler's here and the rake's over there, and I don't want to drive back and forth and not have a vehicle over there. And if it does rain, I don't want the baler sitting over there. It's back to the shop. So we will see what tomorrow brings. They're still saying rain for tomorrow. There was some thunder earlier, just one bang of it. And about a half an hour later, we could hear the jets from, there's an air show down at Evergreen at McMinnville today. And only heard a few of them, so I still got a mess to clean up. But not right now, it's too freaking hot out.